Thinking, well, everything should be fine except for my big furniture, because I had everything up. And it just so happened to be my luck, I had my most important things down.
The cleanup continues in Casey County after floodwaters damaged at least a half-dozen businesses.
Coming up, how one company's expansion could bring hundreds of jobs to the bluegrass.
This is Officer Adam Smith calling you from Internal Revenue Service.
What you need to know about the phone calls like that one that could save you a fortune.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
Good evening to you. Businesses in southern Kentucky have a big mess to clean up after Tuesday's flooding caused some serious damage.
That flooding damaged many of the same businesses that were devastated by floodwaters in Casey County 5 years ago. WKYT's Phil Pendleton shows us what happened and how the town is recovering. He has our top story at 5:30.
The 127 bypass in Liberty experienced something 5 years ago that some thought they would never see again.
A 100-year flood, we'll never see it again. That's what, you think about. You just don't imagine it ever happened to you again.
But Tuesday, as seen in this eyewitness video, many saw how lightning or flooding can indeed strike the same area twice.
It's not going to come. It's not. That was me, thinking it can't happen again.
Donna Rigney's The Village restaurant was inundated with 5 feet of water in 2010. Tuesday,
I'd say about 2.5 feet.
Luckily, she saw it coming.
Because we were able to salvage some of our stuff,
But across the street, Cassidy McInich has a much sadder story.
Hopefully I can take a hairdryer to some of it.
Where a foot of floodwaters destroyed almost everything in her storage unit.
And I was thinking, well, everything should be fine except for my big furniture, because I had everything up. And it just so happened to be my luck, I had my most important things down.
Bibles and baby
Single
books.
Day, I guess that's just how far up it got.
McInich has no insurance, yet she's clinging to a little bit of hope. Memories saved back home.
Thank goodness most of their baby pictures I do have on memory cards.
While Rigney and her helpers clean up the place that she says is so much more than a restaurant to so many.
And if we don't know their name, we know what they eat.
In Casey County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
A tough situation. The owner of the Village restaurant says 5 years ago they were not eligible for flood insurance, but now they have it.
Rock and mudslides are still causing traffic problems in parts of southeastern Kentucky. Crews spent the day removing rocks from Highway 699 in Leslie County. Dump trucks went back and forth over a 7-mile stretch, removing pieces of rock, then dumping them at the Wooten Fire Department.
It's a time thing, where we're having to haul the waste material, so far away, it takes so long to do that. You just can't really give a time frame on it.
Well, crews do say they plan to have the road cleared sometime tonight. Well, we saw a little break from the rain today, but for many of us, that break is short-lived.
At least it was something. But the chance for storms and showers is going to stick around for the next few days. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking that and more and the stormy days to come.
Yeah, it's been an awfully busy Live First Alert Defender for the past couple of months. That trend continues in this middle of the work week on a Wednesday. Let's jump into it and show you what else but more green showing up here on Defender. A couple of spots of some yellow indicating some heavier rains. This is mainly some light stuff, though, for a lot of the area. Around Flemingsburg, that's heading into Lewis County now, the heaviest bursts of rain there. Lexington getting enough to dampen the ground in a few spots. That's heading into Paris now. A little break in the action on the south side of town. This is really nothing to write home about, considering we picked up over 10 inches of rain over the past couple of weeks. Here's Live First Alert Defender and Beyond Defender. A lot of overcast conditions and those on and off light showers. That extends back to the west toward Frankfort, Versailles, and Lawrenceburg. Spotty, the name of the game, into parts of central Kentucky, Harrodsburg down into Danville. Everything in motion, though, keeping an eye on some thunder showers lifting northward out of sections of Tennessee. Notice how this action begins to increase a little bit. So if you're heading out this evening, it's scattered showers. Keep the umbrellas handy just to be on the safe side. A rumble of thunder a possibility with this. And guys, that's their southwestern sky we'll keep an eye on for the potential for the heaviest rains for the evening. Now, as we go into Thursday, the hour-by-hour forecast has an increase in rain amounts. We'll show you who has the best chance of getting in on some heavier totals when I come back in a few minutes.
A body was pulled from a central Kentucky creek last week, and the suspect in that man's murder says he is not guilty. Billy Chadwell made his first appearance in court this morning. Chadwell is accused of killing Francisco Martinez Castillo. Castillo's body was found in Silver Creek near Richmond last week. Police have not said how the victim was killed. People who know Chadwell said that the two men were close friends. Chadwell is expected to be back in court next week for a preliminary hearing.
A man accused of abusing a child pled not guilty in court today. John Wood was arraigned in Madison County this morning. He's charged with criminal abuse. Investigators won't say much about what he allegedly did, only that it involves cruel punishment. They say they launched an investigation after a domestic call in early January. Wood is expected to be back in court next week for his preliminary hearing. A central Kentucky city is getting a big economic boost. A company plans to expand in Winchester, adding hundreds of new jobs. Jennifer Palumbo is at the live desk with the details. Jennifer?
Amber, today Catalent Pharma Solutions announced it's spending $62 million to expand its facility in Clark County and hire 300 new employees. The news came at a ribbon cutting to celebrate the completion of a $52 million project that added 140 full-time jobs and 80,000 square feet to the plant. It makes over-the-counter and prescription drugs in tablets, capsules, and powders. The two expansions will mean a total of 440 new jobs.
On behalf of Governor Beshear and our Cabinet for Economic Development, I want to thank Catalent Pharma Solutions and all of the partners here today for your ongoing commitment to Kentucky and to Kentucky's families and to Kentucky's future.
Catalent plans to add the 300 jobs over the next 5 years and hire military veterans as part of this latest expansion. The Kentucky Economic Development Finance Authority gave preliminary approval to $5 million in tax incentives through the Kentucky Business Investment Program and Kentucky Enterprise Initiative Act. At the live desk, Jennifer Palumbo, WKYT.
Jennifer, thank you. The Winchester plant opened in 1992 and currently employs more than 500 people. Catalent has a total of 8,500 employees at 30 facilities.
The trial for a Lexington woman accused of killing her boyfriend continued today. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Campbell County. Shayna Hubers has been in jail since police arrested her in October of 2012. Highland Heights police found her boyfriend, Ryan Poston, shot 6 times inside his home. Hubers told police she shot the 29-year-old in self-defense. Today, the jury saw and heard dozens of text messages from Hubers and Poston's phones to help build the case. In Laurel County, a fugitive from Tennessee is back in jail tonight after deputies arrested him during a traffic stop. Deputies caught up with Edward Ernstine on Saturday off US 25 near London. They say he was acting suspicious and gave them a false name. After investigating, deputies learned Ernstine was wanted on charges of prescription fraud out of Blount County, Tennessee. Ernstine is also wanted out of Whitley County for failure to appear in court. And in Scott County, today is the last day to vote for the name of the new high school there. The list has 15 names submitted from the community and then narrowed down by the Board of Education. Board members will consider the names that receive the most votes. You can cast your vote on the Scott County School District's website. School is expected to open in August of 2017 for 700 students. Sounds like an official call from one of the most dreaded government agencies in Washington, but it's really a scam designed to rip you off. We have some tips on how to protect yourself.
This is Officer Adam Smith calling you from Internal Revenue Service, Tax and Audit Department. This call is to inform you that we have received a legal lawsuit filed against your name. It's regarding some tax fraud and we are just about to issue an arrest warrant.
It's a voicemail message designed to intimidate and frighten you, and one con artist left on the answering machine of hundreds of victims.
When a professional scammer calls you and tells you that you owe money for taxes or for products that you ordered and you never paid for, and they use fear as a tactic to get you to pay for something that you don't really owe.
If victims want to avoid an arrest warrant, they're instructed to call back and set up a payment plan. Postal inspectors say these scam artists can be very aggressive, and technology is helping them.
They can find your house on Google Earth or on any other map program online. Oftentimes they can zoom in to see if you have a pool in your backyard or if there's a car parked in your driveway, and they can use that information against you to make you believe that they are in the neighborhood or they're local.
Some important red flags.
The police will never call you to tell you that they're going to arrest you. If there's an arrest warrant with your name on it, they'll just come and arrest you. They won't call you to tell you that they're coming.
Second, never give out any personal information over the phone when you get a call like this one.
Don't feel pressured into making a decision immediately. Research the company. Take the person's name and telephone number down and the company name and do research and then contact the company directly.
Another red flag, it's hard to understand the person who is calling you. And just because the caller leaves a number with a 202 area code does not mean they're calling from Washington, D.C. These days, con artists can simply buy phone numbers in any part of the world. Also today, the Kentucky Secretary of State's office issued a warning. They say business owners have reported receiving a phone call from the number 301-909-4956 alleging back taxes are owed and threatening legal action.